Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'll be giving you a full tutorial on how to transfer your assets from public over to Webull. Now, there are a variety of reasons why you might want to move from one brokerage to another. Maybe it's the features offered, the assets offered, just the user interface in general. But whatever the reason, this video will walk you through exactly how to move from public to Webull. Now, fortunately, between these two platforms, there is a way for you to transfer your assets without having to sell them. You're probably going to be able to move your assets without having to pay taxes on them, which is pretty nice. However, keep in mind that there are some assets that are not going to be able to be transferred from public to Webull, including cryptocurrencies. But if you have cryptocurrency in your public account, and we'll talk about this a little bit more later, you might have to sell it if you want to transfer to Webull and then rebuy it over on Webull, potentially causing some tax consequences. But outside of cases like that, you're probably not going to have to sell your assets before you move them. Now, diving into my phone here, you can see that we're signed into my public account and I have some stocks, some assets in this particular account. Within my portfolio, I have two different stocks and some cash. And let's say I want to move this over to Webull. Well, the first thing I'm going to have to do is open up a Webull account. And you can use the link in the description below to score yourself some free stocks just for opening up that account. Then you'll have to go through the normal sign up process of getting that account all up and running. But after that's all done, you can sign into your account. And as you can see, we're now signed into my Webull account on my phone, where I've got just a little bit of Tesla stock. Now, to initiate this transfer, what you're going to have to do is head over to this top bar here and click on transfers. Then from here, you'll click on transfer stocks into Webull because we want to move stocks from public to Webull. Then in the search bar here, we'll just search for public. You can see there it is, Public Brokers LLC. There's going to be some important information here that you're going to want to review. So the main thing is that you can't make a transfer if you have less than $500 over on public. So you saw on our public account, we had about $850 or so dollars. So that would be no problem for us. But the reason they do that is because there's going to be a $75 outgoing fee from public. So public charges you a $75 fee to transfer your assets off of their platform. Now, that's going to come directly out of your cash balance first. So as you saw, I had a cash balance over on public that would cover that amount. But if you didn't have a cash balance, then they'd actually have to sell some of your positions, sell some of your stocks, potentially triggering some tax consequences, and then get that $75 from there. So keep that in mind when you're making this transfer, and that's why it can't be less than $500. But we understand all that, so we'll just check this box and press continue. Now you're gonna need to go and get your account number from public. So I'm gonna show you exactly how to find that right now. So back on the public app, if you just tap on your avatar up here, you'll be able to see your account number right there underneath your name. So now I've got my public account number over here in Webull, and you'll select whether you want to do a full transfer or a partial transfer. So a full transfer, as it sounds, you're moving all of your assets from public over to Webull, and then your public account is going to be closed. Partial transfer, you're only moving some of your assets, your public account stays open. So also I want to do a full transfer, and now it's going to ask some questions to determine what assets are going to be eligible to transfer and which are not. So are we holding any options contracts? No. Mutual funds? No. Over-the-counter or pink sheet stocks? No. Most of these are going to be no. Now, cryptos, okay, this is a question where there might actually be a yes. So if you have cryptos in your public account, you'd say yes here. And then what you're gonna see is, like we said before, you're going to have to either sell your crypto positions or just do that partial transfer option because you're not able to transfer your crypto from public over to Webull at this point. So we'll just go ahead and say no, and we'll say no to this last question as well. From here, you'll just press submit stock transfer request, and then that will go through. Could take up to like 5 business days depending, but you'll get an email confirmation that this has been submitted. And then as it progresses, you'll continue to get email updates from Webull as your stocks make your way into your Webull account. And that's the entire process. So if you have any questions about transferring your stocks from public to Webull, feel free to drop those in the description below. And we have a full comprehensive article walking you through this process step by step on our website, investingsimple.com, if you want something that you can follow along with. So if you want to check that out, the easiest way to do that is to head on over to Google, search for transfer from public to Webull, and then click on the link for investingsimple.com. We'll see you over there.